Yo, what's going on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Thank you for clicking on today's video. This one is a commentary, kind of like rant video. I've been kind of meaning to do this video for a while. Just kind of been, I think everyone is kind of feeling the same way as I am right now. And I kind of just wanted to like touch up on the topic of just first-person shooters and how incredibly boring the gaming community with first-person shooters has gotten recently. Now, granted, we've had a ton of games coming out towards the end of the year of 2021. Battlefield 2042 release, the new Warzone map just recently came out. Halo also just released their first-person shooter, their free multiplayer, free-to-play game. And honestly, you know, out of all those games, I feel like everyone, and Call of Duty Vanguard, that one slipped my fucking mind for good points, but I'll mention those later. But anyways, with all these games coming out, all these new first-person shooters coming out, like, they are big AAA game developers. Are huge titles. They should be huge titles. They, they have such history and such a high, lovability from years and years ago that people are just like, oh my god, the new Call of Duty, like, oh my god, the new Battlefield. And no one in today's world is going, I'm enjoying that game right now. It seems like every single game that I'm touching or playing, especially the new Call of Duty or the new Battlefield, is just a load of crap. Like, I mean, it's just the same old stuff happening over and over again. It's just these game developers not finishing and not producing a full finished product for us to play and test. I mean, if you play Battlefield 2042, you all know, or you probably have seen all the things on Reddit, Twitter, whatnot, on how the game was literally released with horrible optimization, horrible hit registration, and a whole bunch of game-breaking bugs that was making the game literally unplayable. There was even a glitch, a bug, where after one of the first updates on mouse and keyboard, if you try to play on mouse, you could not look, I believe it was left or right. You were locked only to up and down, which makes the game for all K-BAM players, keyboard and mouse, unplayable. Totally unplayable. Now they did implement fixes and everything, but it was like, you gotta go to your documents, and you gotta open up this folder, and you need to delete like 9 lines of code. And then it fixed the problem. It really did, but like, who wants to go play tic-tac-toe, Control F to find this line of code within like a, 2,000 line document, whatever it is, and delete code from the game? No one's gonna want to do that for every, fix and everything. They are getting better, though. I want to give, props over here to EA Daiso. A lot of people have been shitting on them. I'm gonna give them props here, though. They have been implementing fixes, to fix the game and everything. They're finally getting the hit registration good again. Like, it's basically, a good hit registration system now. There's still a bunch of game-breaking bugs, however, and I'm glad they're fixing these problems. I'm glad companies are addressing the bugs and everything. Just like there's a game never releases perfectly. We understand that, but a game should not release if it's literally borderline unplayable. Just like kind of like Battlefield was. Call of Duty Vanguard wasn't really unplayable. However, it was just the same old stuff, the same old thing from Modern Warfare. They just kind of retextured it with some new guns, a really attachment system in the new COD, and it's just not enjoyable. It's nothing innovating. There's like no innovation with some of these games nowadays. It's like I said, especially the Call of Duty and the new Warzone map too. I mean, it's, the new Warzone map is nothing like mind-blowing. Like, I personally do enjoy the new map, but they implemented new stuff that no one ever asked for, and they're seeing the repercussions of it. But for the most part, a lot of people just aren't listening to their communities. Call of Duty's definitely not listening to their communities. Like, if you play Warzone, so how Warzone worked originally is once you got $10,000, right, from ground loot, you could just buy a loadout instantly, right, and get your loadout really quickly, right, and that made for more high pace, more of a skill gap kind of thing. Like the better players, you would usually just loot up real quick and get their loadout and start frying up, right. They implemented a new thing where you can't get your loadout until about, I think 6 minutes into the game. And it was just, you kind of just wait around and do nothing until you can finally get your loadout. And it just made for really slow-paced games. And they were just really decreasing the skill gap in these games. Like, there's no clear, this person's better than this person, or vice versa. Now, I think one of the newest first-person shooters to come out would be Halo. I think that's probably the best one out of the bunch. And I know this is going to be a little controversial topic, and, you can hate on me all you want. I understand it. Some people are going to agree with me, and some people will be like, oh, that makes no sense. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys a graph real quick, okay? Now, this is a graph showing showing basically the accuracy of controller players and keyboard and mouse players. Now, if you look, the top players, the top 100 players on controller have a crazy further accuracy rating than the top 100 players on keyboard and mouse do. It's like, I think it's like 10%. I don't have it on my screen right now, obviously, but I just took a mental screenshot. And if you look at the 50 percentile for controller accuracy compared to the top 100 keyboard and mouse accuracy, the graph is a little more spread out. However, it's pretty much on the average. From the 50 percentile of controller players are basically almost as good as the top 100 keyboard and mouse players. And to me, that's a huge letdown. That's like a huge letdown. I don't want to be, you know, because like I'm not going to toot my own horn here, but I would say I'm a damn decent keyboard and mouse player. I'm not top 100. You know, I'm never going to be top 100. Those guys are fucking cracked out of their mind. But I'm definitely above the curve when it comes to just keyboard and mouse skill. And knowing that, I put hours and hours into a game to become really good at a competitive shooter, and all of a sudden I'm getting gunned down by literally people that just hop on the game for fun and don't do anything and kind of just play it just to play it, is a little demotivating. It really is. And you guys, like I said, you guys can flame me up in the comments. Go for it. I really don't care. However, this is how I see it, and this is how a lot of people that I know see it as well, because it's just a big turn off, and they're like, wow, like I'm just gonna get gunned down by, you know, Timmy with his controller. I don't want to play this shit. You know, I want to be able to, you know, show off my skill and show off that I am a top tier keyboard and mouse player, and they're just not gonna be able to do that. And with all that being said, you know, I'm currently trying to find a game. I'm trying to find a game that I really love, I'm really passionate for, and I really want to make content for, get better at, and just stick with it. But it's so hard nowadays to just stick to a single game and play it and enjoy it. You know, Warzone originally with Verdansk and Rebirth Island, I loved it. That was my thing. I was getting really good at it, and you know, I was really excited for the new map. I mean, come on, we needed something new and fresh, you know, every now and then. But it just turned out to not be what I expected. And, you know, it's just like, man, like, they kind of let us down again, you know? Like, they don't, like, they should have had, like, backup plans or something like that, because I know the new map, people are going to love it, people are going to hate it, but, you know, it's just, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's just like, man, like, this kind of sucks. I wish I could just go back and kind of just, you know, just keep on doing that. And then the Battlefield, you know, like, I really love Battlefield, I really do, but the optimization and the mouse input bugs that are still, like, in the game, they're just, like, also, they kind of turn me off. I am leaning more towards Battlefield than Warzone, to be honest. Like, I feel like that's something more new and more fun, and something that I can really improve at, compared to Warzone, where it's like, I've kind of reached a certain point where it's like, if I do make improvements, it's going to be very minute improvements, compared to Battlefield. If I make an improvement, it's going to show more, if you kind of get the gist there. It's like, I've hit a higher ceiling with Warzone than I did with Battlefield. And then Halo, it's like that one thing that turned me off. It's just like, I don't want to get gunned down by, like, you know, the average controller player, when I'm obviously, you know, not the average keyboard and mouse player. I'm definitely above the curve. That kind of just turns me off. And Call of Duty Vanguard, don't even fucking, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's boring. It's the same old thing as Modern Warfare, but worse. Clunkier movement. The aiming mechanic, the mouse input, is way worse than Modern Warfare's mouse input. It just sucks. It sucks. And the views on YouTube don't even lie either. I had an SND video with Exoghost and TGD, and it was a banger video. I think I dropped almost a 30 kill game in Search and Destroy. I think it did like 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 on my YouTube uploads for the week. And then I uploaded a Warzone video, 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10. It just goes to show that all these new games coming out, there's nothing new, nothing innovative, nothing really catching the eyes of everyone and everything. Everyone is kind of just sticking with what they know and kind of just suffering at this point. I really think game developers need to stop releasing games so damn early, especially Call of Duty. A yearly COD, it just needs to stop. They need to focus on one game. Like, let's just say, if they focus on Modern Warfare for a whole nother year, that game would have been even bigger than it was originally. It would have been so much better. It was a fine-tuned Call of Duty that was innovative, that was something new in the COD community, and it was just, that was a great Call of Duty. You know, people hated it, but I fucking loved it, because it was just something new, something innovative. The movement was great, the mouse input was great, optimization for multiplayer-wise was pretty damn good, the guns felt super solid, like the game modes were fun. If they spent more time on their masterpieces, right, for like another year, they would have had an extra year to work on the next innovative thing, and people would love that one, and so on and so forth, you know, unless they messed up or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, game developers need to take their time nowadays, stop releasing unfinished products, they need to start listening to their communities, and they just need to make innovative products. You know, I'm not gonna wanna, you know, I said this earlier too, when I got Cold War for $60, when I paid $60 and waited for the pre-order of Cold War, I felt scammed. When I got my game, there were so many bugs. It was released even before an alpha version. My game crashed 20 plus times in the matter of like a week. And I was just so done with that game. I felt scammed. I felt like my $60 was stolen from me. I would give up that game, the whole game, a price of like 30. Maybe $30 for Cold War. Vanguard, definitely more fine-tuned, definitely a little more polished than Cold War, definitely a better release. However, I don't think it's worth $60. I just don't think these games are worth $60 as a first, drop release. I think most of these games need to be worth like 40 bucks when they first release. If there's that many bugs, they'll be like, okay, we're marking down the price, so we're not scamming our customers. I think there needs to be more competition within the game development community. I think there needs to be more time and just love and passion to be put into these games, because I just think it's not there anymore. I think all these companies are just there for the money. Activision especially. I don't know if you guys have been reading up on the news with Activision, but it is disgusting, and they are seeing a huge drop in revenue. And now I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me in my rant today. I know a lot of people will agree with me and support to me what I have to say about games right now. But regardless, these were my opinions. I know people, are feeling the same exact thing I'm feeling. No one is able to just stick with a game, play a game, and really enjoy it. And that's just the life of first-person shooters right now. And I'm hoping 2022 brings a better year of game development and just innovative technology with games. But with that all being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I know it was a total rant, but I just felt to speak my mind on my behalf and on the behalf of others in the gaming community who are feeling the same exact way. If you have anything else you want to add in the comment section, just let me know down below. Just make it your own subreddit, just go crazy down there. And yeah, maybe 2022 will bring out some really good games for us. Maybe it won't. We'll see. I'm probably going to keep on playing Warzone. I'm starting to dip more into Battlefield content as well. I'm going to be doing a lot more commentary style videos on how to get better aim in both of those games, because a lot of people just keep on asking those questions, and that's something I can definitely do for you guys. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.